All right, ladies and gentlemen, kick the gremlins out of the machinery. We're in the bottom of the first inning, scoreless here. Joe Anderson joined by John Standifer. Runners at second and third for Marshfield with one out. The Vikings did not score in the first, and they're part of the first inning. Maddie Cole at third, Lydia Garvin at second. Lillian Griesbach with a 2-2 count. She's the cleanup hitter for Marshfield, and she hits a fly ball foul down the left field line. Gabby Sturr is the pitcher for the Holmen Vikings. Tavali Euler is the catcher. Kaylee Mosser at first. Mackenzie Nunemacher at second. Macy Klein at short. Caitlin Weiss at third. Sydney Chihos in left. McKenna McEwen right in center, and Ellie Adam in right field. Dan Sturr is the head coach for the Holmen Vikings. They're in their gray uniforms with the maroon numbers, letters, and trim with white accents. Count remains 2-2 to Lillian Griesbach with one out, 2 on here in the bottom of the first. Ground ball to Klein. Could be two. Oh, Klein with a gun. Just got her. They're going to appeal. As Cole came in, and they're going to ask the officials to confer. The only thing the plate umpire can really say is, was their foot on the bag or off? Either way, she gets an RBI. Garvin will stay at second base. Two gentlemen are going to confer. Griesbach is staying at first, and they're going to call her out. Macy Klein has got quite the gun at shortstop for Holmen. I was watching them warm up, and she could really get that ball to first. 2 down, second, 1 in. Avery Kelnhofer, the left fielder, batting. .com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Hiller's True Value says hurry in for huge savings. Soon to be Hiller's Ace Hardware, formerly Hiller's True Value. Save on Milwaukee outdoor power equipment. Everything from chainsaws to string trimmers. Hiller's True Value, soon to be Ace Hardware. Molly Fox in the first inning had a ServPro cleanup, had a ServPro strikeout called ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro like it never happened, and that was also Molly's 200th career strikeout. So congratulations to Molly Fox of Marshfield. The rest of the defense for the Tigers, Lillian Griesbach is catching. Ari Pugh at first, Layla Ottman at second, Ryan Costa at short, Lydia Garvin at third. The outfield of left field, Avery Kelnhofer, Maddie Cole in center, Cameron Pierce in right. Becky Linsmeyer in charge of the Tiger softball team. Fox will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the lineup. Avalie Euler, Sydney Chihos, and Gabby Sturr. Count is 1-0 to Euler. Make it 2-0. Artificial turf infield, natural grass outfield here at Madison Field in Marshfield. An inside strike. You can see Marshfield Senior High in the background in your picture. 210 to center field, and actually 210 all around. Special thanks to our game day sponsors, Arts Body Shop, Bruce Orthodontics, Taqueria Monarca, Partners Bank, and Hefco Floral. As Euler ties the shoelace, she's can't tie the shoelace with the batting gloves on. While she does that, we'll talk to you also about Rice's More Than Floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom or visit their website or give them a call. Rice's More Than Floors of Marshfield. Now we've got to redo all the batting gloves again. Kind of the Mike Hargrove syndrome. Mike Hargrove, the longtime major leaguer who was called the human rain delay. He would step out and readjust everything after every pitch. And Euler fouls that one out of play. 2-1 the count. Longtime player for the Cleveland Indians. He would have never made it in major leagues right now with that what is it, 20 second, 25 second, 24, 20, whatever they run, that pitch clock. Nice off-speed pitch, but Fox couldn't get Euler to chase. 3-2. Fox looks into Griesbach. The pitch. Ball 4. So Euler works the walk. And that will bring up Sydney Chihos. Chihos, sun's out, guns out type deal. She's got the sleeves pulled up. Some of these young ladies, they've got some muscles. A lot of these kids do a lot of work in the weight room. So impressive. By the way, this is game 1 of 2. Like Ernie Banks always said, let's play 2. And we're playing 2 today here at Madison Field. Game 1 here in the top of the second. Squares the bunt. Very good bunt. It's going to get by Fox, and it's going to be... So Chihos with a base hit. Fox just couldn't quite stick a fork in it. And had Euler not slid in the second and kept going, she would have been the third. But that brings up left-handed hitting Gabby Sturr, the pitcher. Infield fly rule in effect here with runners at first and second and less than 2 out. Fox taking a long time. And Sturr will ask for time. She scores the bunt. Another good bunt. They go to 3. And they get the... Sturr gets the bunt to go down. But Griesbach went to third and got the put out. And we have a courtesy runner coming in for the Vikings. This is Harper Tengblad. So Tengblad at first, the courtesy runner. Caitlin Weiss, the third baseman. Big swing and a miss. Nice thing that the players did today. It's National Teacher Appreciation Week, and several, I think it was the seniors, they selected a teacher that meant a lot to them, and I think we had about eight teachers come out. It was really kind of cool to get them recognized before the game. That pitch low. Infield fly rule still in effect. One the count. Fox. Low, just missed. 2-1. Beautiful afternoon. Very windy from left to right. That's called a strike. And there comes the med flight. The Spirit, they call it. You can hear it in the background, the helicopter. Fox's pitch. Right to second base, Ottman gets through the wickets. That's going to bring home Chihos.
Up to bat, right fielder Ellie Adam.
So now you got runners at the corners. Tingblad at third, 1 run in, and Weiss at first. Ellie Adam, the right fielder. Number 8 batter in the lineup for Coach Dan Sturr. Oh, 1 the count to Adam. Runners at the corners for Holmen. Fox. The windup and the pitch. And they try to bunt again, but foul. Marshfield comes into this matchup at 9-4, 5-1 in the Valley. Pretty successful season so far for Coach Beckensmeyer, but it's not easy this conference. Neither is the Mississippi Valley either for Holmen. They've got their hands full there. That pitch high for a ball. Fox delivers high. Runner goes to second. Cut off. And she's out. Good gun from Lillian Griesbach to get the runner going for second. That end the inning. Holmen brings in 1 to tie the score. After 1.5, it's 1-1. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Simple, clear, helpful, and built around you. This isn't just a new building, it's a new experience for our members and for the Stevens Point community. Now it's easier than ever to stop in when it works for you. With 24/7 drive-through access, our services fit your schedule, not the other way around. Here at Simplicity, that's the kind of experience we believe in. You'll still see the same friendly faces, now in a space designed to serve you better and enhance the community we're proud to be a part of. We can't wait to welcome you in.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of high school softball. Friends Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team for the last 90 years. Local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. And a leadoff single by Ryan Costa. Just out of the outstretched arms of Macy Klein. Hit them where they ain't, as they always used to say. So Collins the second. Head top of the third, tied at 1. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Wheelers of Marshfield supports the hometown team. Stop at the Wheelers location nearest you and find a new vehicle for spring, or schedule your upcoming service, or get an oil change. Wheelers Chevrolet of Marshfield. Top of the third, Holmen will bring to the plate McHugh, Klein, and Nunemacher. 9-1-2 in the lineup for Coach Stir. McHugh's at bat was interrupted by stolen base attempt to end the inning. And the count now even at 1. Oh, 0-2 the count to McKenna McHugh. Outside for a ball. Temperatures in the upper 60s, but a pretty brisk wind out of the northwest. It's pretty brisk and loyal on the way over. Had a good tailwind. That pitch in the turf. Count even at 2. A lot of stuff blowing around. If anything gets in the outfield, it could be an adventure. Blowing left to right on your screen. Pitch high. She's worked the count full now, 3-2. Fox ready for the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Down on strikes. That's another Serve Pro strikeout. Contact Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Strikeout 202 in Molly Fox's career. Fox wearing that pink towel in her belt behind her, kind of around by her back on the right side. Spins the ball against her right thigh. Puts it in the glove. Has the grip and the pitch. Popped up to Klein. Could be caught. No, good hustle for Layla Oppman. That would have been a tremendous catch. Klein walked in the first and was doubled up on that shot right back to Fox by Mackenzie Nunemacher. 0-1 the count. And she gets a hold of that one. Up fly ball. Avery Kellenhofer says you'll get nothing and like it. So with 2 down, Mackenzie Nunemacher, the second baseman, will step in. Who flew out to line drive actually to Molly Fox. Off speed, got the strike. Defense straight away. Base is empty. 0-1 the count. Make that 0-2. To Nunemacher. Fox looking for another strikeout. Didn't get it. Everybody was kind of saying, oh, that's close, and it wasn't. Griesbach tried to frame that. It was a little bit too far outside. When they got to pull it in that far, you're not going to get that strike call. The pitch. And off speed, got her for another K. That's another Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Fox picks up another strikeout. She's a 201, 203 on her career. We head to the bottom of the third, tied at 1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
One up, one down here to start the bottom of the third. As Cameron Pierce bunted to the third baseman, Caitlin Weiss, and tossed over to Kaylee Mosser to get the first out. That'll bring up the top of the order and Maddie Cole. Joe Anderson here and John Standifer bringing you this game, and right off the bat, they are jumping on the first pitch. Gets away from Chihos, and she almost ended up at third. So a single for Maddie Cole, and she advances to second as Sydney Chihos couldn't stick a fork in it. Kind of took a weird hop for her. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, the leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on their accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. 1-0 count to Lydia Garvin. Marshfield picking up the pace here. Gabby Sturr. 1K in the game so far. The pitch. There's a nice pitch. Off speed, got the inside corner. 2-1 to count. Game 1 of 2 here this afternoon. 2-2. Gabby Sturr steps on that plate, and she's ready to go. Foul it off. So we have a hit by pitch for Lydia Garvin. So Molly Fox. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Infield fly rule in effect. I think if they have her bunt, she's going to try to push it down the first baseline. That pitch high for a ball. Stewart got a first pitch ground out, and then a single and a hit batter. Ground ball to third off the wickets of Weiss. That was a shot. There's going to be a play at home, and then the run comes in. So Maddie Cole comes in. I'm going to give Molly Fox a hit. That would have been a Brooks Robinson play. And that brings Lydia Garvin to third. So Fox at first, or at second actually, excuse me. Lillian Griesbach with an RBI ground out in the first. As the Tigers take the lead 2-1. She hits a fly ball to left. Off against the fence. That'll bring in 2. So a 2 RBI double for Lillian Griesbach. Marshfield plates 3 runs so far here in the bottom of the third. Avery Kelnhofer, who flew out to Chihos and left in the first inning. She's had a very busy last couple of batters as Miss Chihos and left. And that one's fouled off the right field side. Events are made for Nuts to Eat 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small. Private party spaces available for your event. Call now for available dates. Fly ball left center field. Could be extra bases. And it is more than that. It's a home run. Home run for Kelnhofer over the left center field fence. Say goodbye, Miss Softball. What a pop off the bat of Avery Kelnhofer. Makes the score 6-1 as they bring in 5 so far with only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Ryan Costa. Boy, that's going to be playable. Tavily Euler, the catcher, tremendous effort, but that ball spinning, the wind blowing. And if you've ever tried to catch a pop-up with a catcher's mitt, it's not the easiest thing to do. Costa 1 for 1, but wiped out on a double play in the second inning. Way ahead of that off-speed pitch. Nice job by Gabby Sturr. One and two the count. Sturr the pitch. Off speed high. Count even at 2. Close play at first. Got her. Good job by Mackenzie Nunemacher to get that put out. Now with 2 down brings up Ari Pugh, the 8th batter of the inning. Ari grounded into a double play, or popped up to a double play in the second inning. Ari calls time, steps back in. Marshfield in their white ensemble with the orange pinstripes, black numbers, letters, and trim. And that pitch found nothing but the backstop. One 1-0 count to Pugh. Make it even at 1. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon here from Madison Field in Marshfield. Pugh with a solid base hit to left field. McHugh will toss it back in, so Pugh with a solid single to left center. That'll bring up Layla Oppman, who struck out in the second. 9th batter of the inning. High for ball 1. Bats have come alive for Marshfield here in the bottom of the third. 5 so far. 2 outs though right here. Oppman takes ball 2. Ari Pugh at first. Two and 1 the count. Strike 2. See if Oppman can get a base hit here. Sturr the pitch. Pop back up against the screen. Both catchers do a fine job this afternoon for both teams. 2-2 the count to Oppmann. The pitch, high for ball 3, full count. Pugh at first will go with the pitch. Ground ball, knocked down by Klein. She went to second. They tried to get Pugh, but she beat it out.
That hit for Hoffman brings up right fielder Cameron Pierce.
10th batter of the inning. And Cameron Pierce, the batter, who hit a foul ball down the left field line. Pierce started out the inning, hit the first pitch right at third baseman Caitlin Weiss, who got the ground out. Tossed it over to Kaylee Mosser at first. Cameron batting from the left side. Outside for a ball. Stewart was moving along pretty well. Got the first out of the bottom of the third and then gave up a single, hit a batter, another single, a double. That's going to drop foul. Macy Klein is really impressive there with her hustle. Full count. Runners will go with the pitch. The Cameron Pierce hits it foul again. No lights here at Madison Field, so we got to get both games in before it gets dark. It's getting dark about 8 o'clock. Here's the pitch. Walked her. Whoa, boy, that was a close pitch. That'll load the bases with 2 outs. Ari Pugh at third, Layla Oppmann at second, Cameron Pierce at first, and Maddie Cole, the batter, takes strike 1. Maddie Cole single started the scoring parade here for Marshfield. Coach Linsmeyer keeping an eye on the runners and the ball. Little flare. Mosser makes the catch to end the inning. 5 runs come in for the Tigers, capped off by a home run by Avery Kelnhofer. We head to the top of the 4th inning. 6-1 Tigers. You're watching High School Softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29, with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. And Stratford Plumbing and Heating is your comfort and at Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Top of the 4 for Holmen. Kaylee Mosser leads off, hits that one foul. And she's behind in the count 0-2. It'll be Mosser, Euler, and Chihos. Bottom of the 4th inning, I will check the YouTube page our broadcasting from. And that's another Serpro strikeout. Call Serpro the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. Fox keeps adding on to her strikeout totals. 204, and Avery Euler, who walked in the 2nd inning up the bat. And she went. Avery had an issue had to tie her shoelace. Kind of became an adventure as those batting gloves. She couldn't grab a hold of the strings well enough. She had to take them off. Took a little time to do that. And that's called a strike. So Euler in the hole, 0-2. Joe Anderson here joined by the maestro of the modulator, Mr. John Standifer. Ground ball to third. It's going to be foul. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. (0-2). Euler, another foul down the third base line. Don't forget our friends at Nasonville Dairy. They make those fresh cheese curds daily. You can pick those cheese curds up in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. If you want me to be your friend for life, bring me Nasonville Dairy cheese curds. I'll be your forever friend. They are yummy. Euler takes a high ball 1. Crowd kind of heard the ooh in the background. Gentleman behind the plate has been pretty consistent. Not much to complain about. And a little flare. Costa for the putout. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Sydney Chihos. Chihos with a single in the 2nd and scored the only run of the contest so far for Holmen. Fouls that one away. A lot of games on the schedule today on the network. Wild Roses at Pacelli. That's a doubleheader baseball game. Amherst is at Isle Scandinavia for baseball. Baseball also Edgar at Stratford. Run through a few more of the schedule here after this pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Columbus Catholics at Eau Claire Regis for baseball. McDonald Central is at Neilsville Granton for baseball. Another baseball game, Merrill at DC Everest. Baseball also Augusta at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Everest softball is at Mosinee. If you want to find the full scores and standings, go to ZaleskiSports.com. You can also click on the live games tab and click on any game you want to watch. Count now even at 2. Chihos fell behind 0-2. Now the count even at 2. High fly ball to left field. Back goes Kelnhofer, makes the catch. So another 1-2-3 inning for Molly Fox. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 6-1 Marshfield. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
To believe I never would. Singing along with Neil Diamond here. All righty, bottom of the fourth inning. Lydia Garvin, Molly Fox, and Griesbach to lead things off. Garvin takes a swing at strike one. Checking the comments. Got a pretty nice crowd watching this afternoon. Shout out to Monica Schaefer. Off-speed pitch, little floater. Nice play by the second baseman, Mackenzie Nunemacher. Yes, Monica, the Gremlins kind of crawled into the machine at the beginning of the contest. That happens from time to time. We kicked them out, got everything reset. We're good to go. Fouled off. Molly Fox with an RBI single in the third. And a pop up to short in the first. Has an RBI. Hops out of that one. Molly recorded her 200th career strikeout in the first inning. She is up to 204 in her career. The pitch, high for a ball. Yeah, leave a positive comment on the YouTube page and give you a little recognition, a little shout out over the air. High fly ball left field. Gone. My goodness, Molly Fox. See you later, softball. Wow, 2 home runs here in this game. Big blast over the left field wall. My goodness. Her teammate Avery Kelnhofer has one, so she thought, I'm going to get one too. So, second home run given up by Gabby Sturr. It's now 7-1, Marshfield. That'll bring up Lillian Griesbach. 1 for 2. She had an RBI double in the third and scored a run. Blue has to get some of the softballs coordinated here. So looking for people to chime in on the YouTube page. Give you a little recognition over the air. Ball 2. Busy week for me. I'll be doing girls soccer tomorrow night just across the way at the stadium here in Marshfield. Ball 3. Softball up at Abby Colby on Thursday and Saturday at baseball doubleheader. 3-0 the count. To Griesbach, the pitch from Sturr. Lash to left. Nice catch for Chihos. She's had a very busy afternoon. With 2 down, Avery Kelnhofer will step in. Avery in the afternoon flew out to Chihos and left. And, of course, had that hit, that 2 RBI home run. Flare down the right field line. Out of play. Everything reset. Tied at 1 going into the bottom of the third, and 5 runs in the bottom of the third for Marshfield and 1 here in the fourth. Long balls for Molly Fox and Avery Kelnhofer. And that pitch right up against the backstop. Count even at 1. Got that off-speed strike to drop in. Get a quick temperature here if I can. High for a ball. 2-2. Chihos can't get it. Sinking liner. So Kelnhofer will reach on an error. 63 balmy degrees. And I think I'm being kind of facetious, but I'll tell you something. Some of the games we did last week, we were in the 30s. Whoa, Nelly, line shot by Costa off of Nunemacher's glove. Holy cow. I'm going to give Costa a base hit. And I'm also going to change Kelnhofer's to a base hit. Because both of those were super tough plays, and I'll tell you something, Miss Nunemacher saw her life flash in front of her eyes, and I don't mean that to be sarcastic. I mean, that was a line shot. It just biffed off her glove. It was put up there more for defense than anything else. So with 2 outs, you've got runners at the corners, and Ari Pugh, they let the runner go to second. Oh, what is going on there? They throw to second, and the throw way off the mark. So an error on Euler allows another run in. It's the first time I've seen the delayed double steal work this season. Pugh takes and hits a little flare. It's going to drop. Yes, it is. The hitting barrage continues.
Now batting, second baseman Layla Ottman.
Layla Ottman, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the fielder's choice. And we got a courtesy runner. Number 14 comes in. It is Kendall Pierce.
We have a pinch runner, Kendall Pierce.
Pinch runner. And Pierce at first base. So runners at the corners. And they let Pierce go throw back to third. Macy Klein took that bounce off the turf right off her face. She is one of the few kids I've ever seen that plays infield at softball that does not wear a mask. Old school. 0-1 the count. Make it 0-2 to Ottman. With 2 outs, runners will go on contact. That's high for a ball. 63 degrees. Tell you something, that's balmy compared to what we had been putting up with lately. Foul out of play. Got the Zaleski mobile back last Friday. After the deer ran into it, everything's working good. Took it to Madison, took it to Point over the weekend. Runs just fine. Euler, nice block behind the dish. Nobody's chimed in so far other than Monica. Looking for people to leave a positive comment on the YouTube page here. And she works the count full, 3-2. First base is open. Full count. And walked her. Now the bases are loaded for Cameron Pierce. 0 for 1 with a walk. Costa at third, Pierce at second, Ottman at first, and Cameron Pierce the batter. Hits a little chopper to the first baseman, who will tag her, and that'll end the inning. Well, home run by Molly Fox, and another run for Avery Olnhofer that came in. We now lead, the Marshfield now leads Holmen 8-1. We'll back after this. You're watching high school softball and Selesky Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's drivers that they need. Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Cobeson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobeson.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Welcome back to Madison Field here on the east side of Marshfield as Selesky Sports. A little tongue-tied here. Selesky Sports brings you high school softball, a non-conference matchup between the Vikings of Holmen and the Tigers of Marshfield. We head into the top of the fifth inning, and it is 8-1 Tigers. Holmen will bring up Gabby Sturr, Caitlin Weiss, and Ellie Adam here. And Molly Fox doing well in the circles. She struck out 1, 2, 4, 5. 204 strikeouts in her career. And a big swing and a miss for Gabby Sturr, the pitcher. Her counterpart. Sturr batting from the left side. That's out of play. Talking about the temperatures creeping back down into the 50s and lows in the mid to upper 30s at night. It's going to be chilly through this next week for sure. Ground ball through the hole. Sturr with a base hit. Through the hole at second base. Nice hit for Miss Sturr. And we got a courtesy runner coming in. It's going to be number 3, Harper Tangblade. So the courtesy runner in for the pitcher. That's Harper Tangblade at first. Caitlin Weiss, the batter. Caitlin, RBI single in the second inning. The only run scored for only run scored so far for Holmen. And took that one right off the thigh. Oof. That had the smart. Ouch. Don't let anybody tell you that getting hit by a softball isn't nothing. It hurts. A little bit more mass than a baseball. Baseball's wound a little tighter, but. So, with the hit by pitch on Weiss, Ellie Adam with a chance to, with a base hit, to maybe bring in a run or two. Tingblade at second, Weiss at first. Adam, a strikeout victim in the second. Molly Fox of Marshfield in the circle for the Tigers, pitching well. Ahead in the count 0-1 to Ellie Adam. The windup in the pitch. Make that 0-2. This is game 1 of 2, by the way. We'll take a break at the conclusion of this game and reset everything and bring you game 2 shortly after the conclusion. And that's another strikeout, a Servpro strikeout. Call Servpro the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Servpro, like it never even happened. McKenna McHugh, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for Coach Sturr. And we have a visit in the circle by Marshfield. I believe the pitching coach is coming out, having a chat with the players. How are we doing on commercials, John? Doing good? Oof. Let's take a break quick here, and we'll be back after this. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Back here in Marshfield at Madison Field, conference over. Runners at first and second. And an 0-1 count now to McKenna McHugh. They had a meeting of the minds in the circle. The infield and one of the coaches for Marshfield. There's a strike. 0-2. Here's a pitch. Outside for a ball. Griesbach wanted that. She didn't get it. A little bit too far outside. Tip of the cap to Blue. He's very consistent. He knows where that outside strike is. Foul out of play, or against the screen, that is. I thought I was going to scoot over the backstop. Did not. My wife brought me lunch. Actually, supper. Can't eat it till the game 2 is done, but that's okay. 1-2 the count. 2 outs, 2 on to McHugh. And that is another Servpro strikeout. Call Servpro the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Servpro like it never even happened. 2 down. Brings up the top of the order in Macy Klein. And Macy Klein, a walk and a fly out to Kalnhofer and left. So 1 for 2 in the afternoon. And starts her out with a strike. Only run for the Vikings was in the second inning to tie the score. Going into the third. And a 5-run explosion in the third for Marshfield. 5 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Ari Pugh runs back and picks up some debris. One and 1 the count. Make that 1-2. Decline. Harper Tingblade at second. Caitlin Weiss at first. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fox. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 2. Vine flashing those muscles. I think the girls always say, sun's out, guns out. And that's a ServPro strikeout. Call ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro like it never even happened. First 2 runners get on base, and that's all she wrote as Fox strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 8-1. Marshfield, you're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on.
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
The actors in that commercial should get an Emmy. As Maddie Cole hits the first pitch, pops it up. 1 up, 1 down. I'm kind of partial to that commercial. Tell you something, too, Marshfield, they play good tunes in between at-bats. 1 down, Lydia Garvin. 1 for 2 in the afternoon. Scored a run in the 3rd. Lydia batting number 2 in the lineup for Coach Linsmeyer. Gabby Sturr still in the circle for the Vikings. Three and 1 the count. Fly ball center field. McHugh makes the catch. Two up, 2 down brings up Molly Fox. Molly in the afternoon popped up to the shortstop, had an RBI single in the 3rd, and had a home run in the 4th. So she is 2 for 2, or 2 for 3, excuse me. And make that 3 for 4 as she laces a base hit to left field. Tell you, the bats for Marshfield came to life in the 3rd inning. And Fox ends up at second base.
Up back, catcher Lily Griesbach.
Lillian Griesbach on the afternoon. A ground out, a 2 RBI double. A 2 RBI double. She pops that one up. It's playable for Mosser, who makes the catch and ends the threat. So a quiet 5th inning for Marshfield. We head to the top of the 6th. It's 8-1 Tigers. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
A plethora of games on the network this afternoon, just 2 softballs in addition to this matchup. DC Everest is at Mosinee. The rest are baseball. Wild Rose is playing a doubleheader at Pacelli. Amherst is at Iola Scandinavia. Edgar's at Stratford. Columbus is at Regis. McDonell is at Neelsville Granton. Merrill is at DC Everest. And Augusta is at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Those are all baseball. Again, if you want to find out more information on the games we broadcast, go to ZaleskiSports.com. Click on the live games to reach the links to any of the games that we're broadcasting this afternoon or evening. And you can find stats and scores and you name it. ZaleskiSports.com has it all. Top of the 6 brings up Mackenzie Nunemacher, Kaylee Mosser, and Evalie Euler. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. Miss Nunemacher lined out to Molly Fox and struck out in the 3rd. That lineout was in the 1st, hit into a double play. Fox falls behind now, 2-0. Overcast sky. Wind now starting to blow more from the southwest, so we're getting a little bit more warmer air. Foul that one off. Strike 1. No lights here at Madison Field. But softball goes pretty quickly. Fox's pitch. Ooh. That was close. Again, he's been consistent. 3-1 the count to Nunemacher. And one of the few walks that Molly Fox has given up. Comes in the 6th inning. Kaylee Mosser 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. All the ball. Fox in the glove. The windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count even now to Kaylee Mosser at 1. 1 on, nobody out here in the top of the 6th for Holmen. Here's the windup and the delivery, foul back. Strike 2. Again, there'll be a short break at the conclusion of this matchup, and we will reset and bring you game 2. Give us a chance to readjust our scorebooks and you a chance to take care of business at home. Flare to right field, foul. Cameron Pierce gives chase. Pearson right, Cole in center, Kellenhofer in left for Marshfield. 1-2 the count to Mosser. Fox, very deliberate in the circle at moments. Another little flare to right field. Foul. Fox, here's the pitch. And struck her out. That's another Serpro strikeout. Call Serpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. Avali Euler. So Euler will step in, and she is 0 for 1 with a walk on the afternoon. Takes strike 1. .208 strikeouts for the career of Molly Fox. Came into this game at 199. Nine so far in this matchup. Euler fouls that one out of play. I know the score is 8-1, but if you're a Marshfield fan, can't be feeling too comfy in a sense, because Holmen can come back at any time. They've had their moments. And struck her out on a good changeup. Another Serpro strikeout. Call Serpro the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. 2 down, 1 on. And Sydney Chihos. There we go. Takes ball 1. So Chihos in the afternoon. Single in the second, scored the only run for the Vikings, and flew out to Kellenhofer and left in the 4th. Fox, the pitch, fouled first base side by the dugout of the Tigers. Ari Pugh scoops it up. One and 1 count to number 5 hitter Sydney Chihos. Now 1 and 2. Molly Fox with that pink towel that she has in her waistband. 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside snap throw to first. Good tag applied by Pugh, but not in time. Good snap throw by Griesbach, the catcher. Marshfield playing extremely sharp this afternoon here in game 1. Fox's pitch. Foul. We had a unique situation in Mosinee in the baseball game Friday night where a Medford batter hit the ball foul. It was out of the batter's box, and it curled and landed on the fair line about 5 feet in front of the bag. And it was a fair ball. So you got to consider every ball fair until you hear the umpire yell foul. Full count now to Chihos. Payoff pitch. And she strikes out the side. Another Serpro strikeout. Calls Serpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. 5.5 complete, 8-1 Marshfield. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Get fresh meats and cheeses every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats of Colby open Monday through Saturday. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Call Sammy or Sue today and visit on North Central Avenue, Brock and Decker.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. Bottom of the sixth, Marshfield leading 8-1. Joe Anderson and the maestro of the modulator, the vicar of video, John Standiford to my right, on production this afternoon. Avery Kulnhofer steps in and takes ball one. Avery in the afternoon, busy day for her. She is 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. And ahead in the count 2-0 against Gabby Sturr. Kellenhofer's home run over the left field fence was a no-doubter. Almost kind of wanted to do a tribute to John Sterling, the late broadcaster of the New York Yankees games, passed away over the weekend. He was 87. It is high. It is long. It is out of here. John Sterling. 3-2 count to leadoff hitter Avery Kellenhofer here in the sixth. Ouch! Right off the ankle, she got up and says, "Don't worry about it, I got it." Second hit batter this afternoon for Sturr. Ryan Costa, the shortstop, 1 for 3. Or, pardon me, 2 for 3. Two and 0 to Costa. Fly ball high up in the air in the infield. Weiss calls for it and makes the catch. So with one away, Ari Pugh will step in. Ari in the afternoon is 2 for 3 with an RBI. First baseman for the Tigers. Bounces that one. That allows Kellenhofer to advance to second base. Popped up in the infield. Sturr makes the catch, excuse me. So 2 pop-ups in the infield.
Now batting second baseman, Layla Ottman.
Layla Ottman will step in with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Layla in the afternoon, a strikeout, a fielder's choice, and a walk. Count even at 1. Slap to left center field. Linsmeyer's going to send the runner home. She runs through the stop sign. And if it goes in the dugout, it did not. Wow, what a hit by Ottman. RBI double. And she ends up stretching into a triple as it got away from McHugh in center field. Brings in Kellenhofer with the 9th run of the contest for Marshfield. And I believe we have Miss McHugh down on the field. She's not doing well. Tell you what, John, let's take a break, and we'll be back after this. You're watching High School Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Back to action here at Madison Field. Good news to report. McKenna McHugh is okay. She's kind of hit that fence kind of funky out in center field. She's up and running around. That's good to see. Cameron Pierce with 2 outs. 0 for 2 with a walk. Make that an RBI single for Miss Pierce. She brings home Ottman from third. 2 more runs here in the 6th.
Batting center fielder, Maddie Cole.
Brings up the top of the order in Maddie Cole. Maddie, a fine day. A walk, a single, a ground out, and 2 pop-ups. So she is 1 for 3, but she scored 2 runs. That ball squirts away from Euler. Pierce advances now to second base. Several runs coming in with 2 outs for the Tigers this afternoon. 1 more and we'll end it here in the 6th. Fly ball to left field. Chihos makes the catch. Alrighty, we head to the 7th. Last chance for the Vikings. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Last chance for the Vikings here in game 1 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Doing a little bit of mathematics here.
Batting for Holmen in the top of the 7th, pitcher Gabby Sturr.
Gabby Sturr will start things out. Sturr in the afternoon is 1 for 2. Ooh, Fox still whipping that ball in there hard. As my dad used to say, whip that ball in there real hard. He used to play what was called kitten ball, and he was a pitcher. I played catch with him a few times. He could really knock your socks off. Out the strike there. Fox pitching well here for Marshfield. That one fouled off. One and two count to Stir. Foul that one off. Molly Fox came into this matchup at 199 Ks for her career. She's now at 210. She's had 11 here in this afternoon's first game. Low for ball two. Count even at 2. Had quite a few times to read the serve pro read for Miss Fox. The pitch. Little flare foul down the left field line. Again, a reminder that shortly after the conclusion of this game, we wrap it up with a little post game. We will bring you game 2. Probably about 15 or so minutes. And struck her out on an off-speed pitch. 211 career strikeouts for Molly Fox. Caitlin Weiss, the batter. Caitlin 1 for 1. She had an RBI single in the second. That's the only one run in the entire game for the Vikings so far. Fox starts her out with a strike. Make that strike 2. Big hack. High cheese. Yeah, kitten ball is sort of like that really big softball. Very popular in the 30s. And that's another Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. She's at 212 Ks. And the last chance for the Vikings here in game 1, Ellie Adam. 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Fox, the sun starting to break through. And bunt goes foul against the screen. Vikings trying to do anything they can to get a runner on. One and one the count. And that will end the game on a called strike 3, a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. 213 career strikeouts for Molly Fox. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, We ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield and Curtis. You can also log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. 10-1 victory here in Game 1 of the doubleheader between Holmen and Marshfield. Dominating performance by pitcher Molly Fox. 7 innings, 2 hits, walked 3, but struck out 14. Her first strikeout gave her career strikeout number 200. Added another 11 onto that, or pardon me, another 12 onto that, or 13. She had a total of 14 on the day. So a dominant pitching performance for Molly Fox. The one bright spot for Holmen. Gabby Sturr went 1 for 3. And the only run scored was by Sydney Chihos. And she also went 1 for 3. The batting for Marshfield ignited in the 3rd inning where they exploded for 5 runs. Capped off by a 2-run home run by Avery Kelnhofer. And then in the 4th inning, Molly Fox had to get into hitting home run parade too. She launched one over left field. 2 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th for the Tigers as they went on to win 10-1. Leading hitters for the Tigers in Game 1, Molly Fox 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI, 2-run home run. Lillian Griesbach 1 for 4. Avery Kelnhofer was 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs, and she scored 3 runs. 2 for 3 also for Ryan Costa. Ari Pugh was 2 for 4 with an RBI. An RBI for Layla Oppman as she went 1 for 3. And the same for Cameron Pierce, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Gabby Sturr takes the loss, 6 innings, 13 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 10 runs allowed that came in during her watch in the circle, and she hit 2 batters. Well, friends, we're going to take a little break here. get lineups for game 2 as everybody gets a chance to stretch and get ready for the second game here in our doubleheader. You take care of things too, as John and I will get ready to bring you this game. You are watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports. For John Standifer, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching Game 1. Final score in Game 1, Marshfield 10, Holmen 1. Back in about 15 minutes. Scores. Had to take care of a few things. Sorry about that, friends. So Maddie Cole comes in to score. Garvin with a base hit, but thrown out. It's trying to steal second. So with one away and one in, it is Molly Fox, the batter. How did Maddie Cole reach base? Well, thank you. So Molly Fox, the batter. 2-0 count to her. We'll do the defense for another walk given up. Abby Hoffman throwing in the circle for Holmen this second game. Ellie Adams is now the catcher. Kaylee Mauser at first. Mackenzie Nunemacher at second. Macy Klein the shortstop. Annalie Euler now at third. Gabby Stewart is now the DP. In the outfield is Sydney Chihos in left. McKenna McHugh in center. Harper Tengblad in right. And that pitch out of play. She was thrown out at second. Yep. So the third batter of the inning here in game number 2. Kind of things happen so cotton picking fast in softball. You kind of lose track of things. High fly ball left field. Chihos and Klein can't get to it, so it's a base hit. For Molly Fox.
Up to bat, catcher Lily Griesbach.
Lily Griesbach, the catcher, batting cleanup here in game number 2 for Coach Linsmeyer. Another one to left field, but that's going to drop foul. Chihos has had a very busy afternoon in left field here in Marshfield for the Vikings. Friends, Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. 0-1 count with 1 out, 1 in for Marshfield. Top of the first. Another one ripped foul. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Runner goes, and she's in with the stolen base. So Fox with the stolen base is at second, scoring position with 1 out. Lillian Griesbach with a 1-2 count on her. Wind up in the pitch. Slaps at the left field. Chihos gives chase. Could be extra bases. They're going to send Fox. She'll trot in. So an RBI double for Miss Lillian Griesbach. The bats have come alive here today for the Tigers. They had 1 in the first game and then exploded for 5 in the third, and they never looked back in game 1 as they won 10-1. And they now lead 2-0 here in the top of the first of game 2. Vikings will be the home team this second game. Avery Kellenhofer. 1-0 count to her. A pitch outside for ball 2. Abby Hoffman, the starter here in game number 2 for the Vikings. Rip foul down the third baseline. Coach Linsmeyer didn't even flinch. Just watched it go by. I'd have been ducking. She's went, yeah. Tip of the cap to Macy Klein. She's the first girl softball player I've seen not wear a mask in the infield for a long time. High fly ball left field. Chihos will come in and make the catch. Good catch for Sydney Chihos. Griesbach stays at second with 2 outs. And the third baseman, Ryan Costa, steps in. Events are made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small, private party spaces available for your event. Call now for available dates. And a ground ball to right. On the first pitch, we'll bring in another run. She's digging for 3. Here comes Costa, and she's up, stand-up triple. So an RBI triple for Ryan Costa with 2 outs. Brings in the third run of the inning for the Tigers here in the top of the first inning. This is Ari Pugh. She's got quite a personality. She's a very vivacious young person. And she slaps one to left, but right at Chihos, and that will end the inning. 3 come in the top of the first for the Tigers. We head to the bottom of the first. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. Bottom of the first inning. Tiger defense. Lydia Garvin now in the circle for Marshfield. Lillian Griesbach, her catcher. Ari Pugh at first. Kendall Pierce at second. Molly Fox now at third. Ryan Costa at third. Avery Kellenhofer in left. Maddie Cole in center. Brooklyn Kramis now in right field for Coach Becky Linsmeyer. Macy Klein, Mackenzie Nunemacher, and Kaylee Mosser will come up for the Vikings here in the bottom of the first. Marshfield in the white jerseys with the orange pinstripes and the black letters, numbers, and trim. The Vikings in their all-gray ensemble with maroon socks, maroon belts, maroon numbers, letters, and trim with white highlights. And starts her out with ball one. Macy Klein playing shortstop in this game for Coach Dan Sturr. A plethora of games on the network tonight and this afternoon. Only two softball today, this matchup and Everest at Mosinee. A lot of baseball. Wild Rose at Bocelli, Amherst at Iola Scandinavia, Edgar at Stratford, Mike Steinwagner calling that game on the network, amongst many others. He call that a strike? It bounced. Okay, we move on. And that got the crowd a little chatty. And that's ball four. I've done that. But it's where the ball crosses the plate. Nevertheless, we move on. We've got Macy Klein at first and Mackenzie Nunemacher, the batter, the second baseman. Lydia Garvin, ground ball to third. Costa over to second. And Pierce couldn't make the play.
Up to bat, center fielder Kaylee Mosser.
So the first two runners get on for the Vikings. Kaylee Mosser, the first baseman, steps in. It's still in the low 60s here. Whoa, long fly ball left field. Kellenhofer makes the catch. What a catch by number one. Holy cow. Flashing the leather out there in left field. Kellenhofer over her right shoulder made the catch. Everly Euler now playing third in this game for the Vikings, the batter. Griesbach tracks down that pitch. Ball one. Foul back. Count even at 1-1. Euler stands and awaits the pitch from Garvin. Off speed high for a ball. The young ladies do not have any pullovers on yet. I think by the third inning they will, though. That breeze has really picked up. It's now back from the northwest, and it's pretty brisk. Euler, high fly ball, center field. Cole will track it down. 2 defensive gems for Marshfield here in the first inning. Nice catch by Maddie Cole. Runners due. Klein will advance the third on that.
Now batting left fielder, Sydney Chihos.
Sydney Chihos. The left fielder steps in. That young lady's had a busy day. A lot of hits out to left field in the first game and even now at the start of the second. And she hits a little flare. Cole says you'll get nothing and like it. Back-to-back putouts by the center fielder. They threaten but do not score to the Vikings. We head to the top of the second inning. 3-0 Tigers. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Simple, clear, helpful, and built around you. This isn't just a new building, it's a new experience for our members and for the Stevens Point community. Now it's easier than ever to stop in when it works for you. With 24/7 drive-through access, our services fit your schedule, not the other way around. Here at Simplicity, that's the kind of experience we believe in. You'll still see the same friendly faces, now in a space designed to serve you better and enhance the community we're proud to be a part of. We can't wait to welcome you in.
Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on their accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. Top of the second inning, Joe Anderson joined by the maestro of the modulator, Mr. John Standifer, bringing you this game 2 of a doubleheader. Brooklyn Kramus will lead things off here in the top of the second for Marshfield, and she is ahead in the count 2-0. Abby Hoffman, the pitcher. The wind is really starting to pick up now. Ground ball. Klein. She's got a gun. That young lady can throw, and she donned the pullover. You're going to see an awful lot more of the players doing that too, because the temperature is going to start dropping here. That brings up Kendall Pierce, batting from the left side. Takes high for ball 1. As my late father used to say, that northwest wind is cold in whatever direction it's blowing. When it's cold out and the wind is brisk, it's not fun. Little flare to left field, could be trouble. Klein says you'll get nothing and like it. So back-to-back putouts by Macy Klein, the shortstop for the Vikings. Maddie Cole, the leadoff hitter who walked and scored the first run of the contest, will come to bat. 3 runs in the first inning for the Tigers. 2 home runs in the first game for Marshfield. And a stellar pitching performance by Molly Fox. Ground ball foul, count even at 1. Wheelers of Marshfield supports the hometown team. Stop at the Wheelers location nearest you and find a new vehicle for spring. You can also schedule upcoming service. You can also get an oil change. Wheelers Chevrolet of Marshfield. High for ball 2. Again, the games, as soon as if the weather is dry, they're going to play them. Temperature be darned. Outside, 3-1. The Holmen fans a little chagrined at that call. Hoffman's pitch. That's ball 4. And the second consecutive walk Maddie Cole has earned. Watch out for her because she's pretty speedy on the base paths. And here's Lydia Garvin, the pitcher, who had a solid single in her first at bat in the top of the first. Madison Field here in Marshfield. Sun is peeking out. Hit and run is on. Flare to right field over the head of Tengblad. That's going to bring in a run. Here comes Cole on her horse. Garvin with a triple. An RBI triple for Lydia Garvin. Brings in Maddie Cole with the 4th run for the Tigers here. It makes it 4-0 Marshfield. Molly Fox 1 for 1 with a stolen base and a run scored. High fly ball left field. In comes Chihos, and she makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Another run comes in for Marshfield. After 1.5, it's 4-0 Tigers. You're watching High School Softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Valley Community Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Community Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. Joe Anderson, John Standifer bringing you Game 2 of this doubleheader between Holmen and Marshfield. Holmen will bring up the DP, Gabby Sturr, Abby Hoffman, and Harper Tengblad. The 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup. Fouls that one off, strike 1. Lydia Garvin in the circle for the Tigers this game. Molly Fox with a 14 strikeout game in the first game. She's now at 213 career Ks. That's fouled out of play. A brisk afternoon here. It's in the 60s. I'll check again. It might be in the 50s. Garvin's pitch. Call the ball. Tried to get her to chase the off-speed pitch. She didn't nibble. Didn't bite. 1-2 the count. That one's going to go through the hole. It's short past Fox. Solid base hit for Gabby Sturr. Abby Hoffman will come up. It's now down to 59 degrees. It says today's outlook, partly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 50. Brr. That ball bounces. Wind's gusting up to 35 to 45 miles an hour. But the rain chance is pretty slim, which is kind of good. We need some dry weather to get in farmers in the fields and get games in. This could be 2. Oh, and Kendall Pierce can't stick a fork in it. Fox had it.
Now batting right fielder Harper Tengblad.
So an error charge to Pierce. And runners at first and second, and Harper Tengblad, the right fielder, with a chance to make some noise here, number 3. Fourth of March, may the 4th be with you, if you're a Star Wars fan, or if you're a Dave Brubeck fan. 5-4 time. Dave Brubeck. 2-0 count to Tengblad. Make that 2-1. Bottom of the second inning, it's 4-0 Marshfield. Runners at first and second for the Vikings. Ground ball. Picked up by Costa over to first, gets the put out. They'll have the runners advance to get the put out. McKenna McHugh, the center fielder. Ellie Adam, by the way, for the Vikings is the catcher, and she's also the flex player. So you will not see her batting. Oh, Macy Klein has taken the pullover off to bat. She's on deck. High fly ball, center field. Cole back to catch, makes it. They send the runner from third. They're going to play at the plate. Out! Nicely done between Maddie Cole and Lillian Griesbach and Molly Fox. Well done, kids. That was a good relay to end the inning. We head to the third. It's 4-0 in favor of Marshfield. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Starting to sing again up here. Sorry about that. Rice is More Than Floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom, visit their website, or give them a call today. It's Rice's More Than Floors. What a way to end the inning defensively for Marshfield. An 8-6-2 put out at the plate. Well done by the Tigers. See if they can scratch some runs over here in the third. They've had 3 in the first and 1 in the second. This is Lillian Griesbach with an RBI double in the first. Then Avery Kelmhofer and Ryan Costa. And that pitch low for a ball. 2-0 the count, or 3-0 now. Griesbach, the number 4 hitter in the lineup for Coach Linsmeyer. She's donned the sweatshirt. She's gotten a little chilly. Still rocking the shorts, though. Not I, said the cat. I don't put any. I'm not outside in shorts unless it's at least in the upper 70s. 3-1 count. Whoa, knocked down by Euler over to first. Give her a star. Annalie Euler, nicely played at third. And that was a hot shot. Knocked it down, picked it up, gunned it over to Mosser at first for the putout. Avery Kellenhofer, 0 for 1. And pitch high for a ball. Abby Hoffman now in her third inning of work. Walk 2. Yet to strike out a batter. Here's a high fly ball to center field. McHugh back, comes back inside to make the catch. You can tell it's getting a little chilly out there as McHugh has got a sweatshirt on, and so does Tingblad in right. I don't blame him. Look, I don't know if you can pick up the flag or not on the screen, but it's blowing pretty brisk now. I mean, it's standing proud. Ryan Costa batting from the left side, swings and misses for strike 1. And the temperature is only going to drop as the match proceeds. 0-1 count to Costa. She jolts one to right field. Back goes Tingblad. It's gone for a home run. Ryan Costa over the right field fence for a home run. No doubt about that one. Tingblad took about 3 steps back and went, nope, that's gone. Good hit for Ryan Costa. A 2-out home run for the third baseman. So with 2 outs and following the Costa home run, Ari Pugh will step in. Ari Pugh flew out to left field. So Costa pulled one to right field over the fence, 215 feet away. Pugh out of play, fouls it off. Marshfield really brought their bats today to this game. They have really been popping the ball. The windup in the pitch, and she golfs one to left. Chihos says you get nothing and like it. Nice play by the left fielder to end the inning, but the Tigers bring in another on a home run. We head to the bottom of the third. It is 5-0 Tigers. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Special thanks to our game day sponsors, Arts Body Shop, Bruce Orthodontics, Taqueria Monarca, Partners Bank, and Hefco Floral. Bottom of the third. Holmen will send to the plate. Top of the order, Macy Klein, Mackenzie Nunemacher, and Kaylee Mosser. And Klein looking for her first official at bat as she walked in the first and was stranded at third. The speedy shortstop, number 2 for the Vikings. Reps a ground ball to short. Fox can't get it in time. So an error on Fox will bring up Mackenzie Nunemacher, who reached on a fielder's choice. And she rips a solid base hit to left field. Kellenhofer will retrieve.
Now to bat center fielder, Kaylee Mosser.
And now the Vikings starting to make some noise here in the bottom of the third, trailing by 5. Kaylee Mosser, who flew out to Avery Kellenhofer in left. Infield fly rule in effect right now. Off speed, too high for ball 1. Lydia Garvin has walked 1, yet to strike out a batter. Giving up 1 hit. Popped it up in the infield. Batter is out automatically. They can run at their own risk. That was a big out for Marshfield. Avali Euler will step in. Euler 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. The off-speed stuff hasn't been working very good for Lydia Garvin. They've been kind of high and outside, kind of floaters. Ripped to right field. Oh, shoelace catch for Brooklyn Kramus. She'll tell everybody that she had that plan the entire time. Wow. So tip of the cap to Brooklyn Kramus. Goodness, if she had missed that, that would have been a whole bunch of stuff going on. Now with 2 outs, Chiho's the batter. She rips a ground ball. Fox will scoop it over to Pugh for the putout, and the threat is ended. We head to the 4th, 5-0 Marshfield. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
Hiller's True Value. Hurry in for huge savings at Hiller's True Value, soon to be Hiller's Ace Hardware. Save on Milwaukee outdoor power equipment, everything from chainsaws to string trimmers. Hiller's True Value, soon to be Hiller's Ace Hardware. And First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage County. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. Top of the 4th, Joe Anderson, John Standifer bringing you game 2 of a doubleheader here from Marshfield with the Holmen Vikings and the Marshfield Tigers. Brooklyn Kramus leads things off for Marshfield. And it'll be Kendall Pierce in the top of the order with Maddie Cole, the 3rd batter, on the schedule to hit. 3 in the 1st and 1 each in the 2nd and the 3rd for the Tigers, leading 5-0. Little nubber. And went foul. Ellie Adam did the right thing and waited. Ball takes pretty funky bounces on turf. If you're not used to playing on it, it's just a lot different how the ball bounces. Foul back. 0-2 remains the call to Brooklyn Kramus. Dan Sturr is the head coach of the Vikings. Becky Linsmeyer, head coach for Marshfield. She's down at third base. And down on strikes goes Kramus. First strikeout of the game for Abby Hoffman and the Hillman and the Holmen Vikings. Came into this doubleheader at 10-4. They lost the first game 10-1. Ground ball the first. Mosser says, I'll do it myself. 3 unassisted. Top of the order now, Maddie Cole. A walk and 2 runs scored. With 2 away and bases empty. Popped up in the infield. Nunemacher makes the catch. So a 1-2-3 inning for the defense of the Vikings was what they needed. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It is 5-0. Marshfield, you're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's drivers that they need. Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Cobeson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at Cobeson.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. Joe Anderson here working with the maestro of the modulator, the vicar of video, the ambassador of audio, Mr. John Standifer. Bottom of 4 will bring up Gabby Sturr, Abby Hoffman, and Harper Tengblad for the Vikings. Ooh. I got a new video to watch on tractors. I'll do that when I get home. I'm just checking the... And another hit right past the diving Kendall Pierce. And it's going to roll to the fence, and Gabby Sturr with a leadoff double for the Vikings. She is 2 for 2. She was gunned out at home, though, trying to score. John, of course, is watching from behind the camera. And Crystal is watching. So Crystal and Monica looking for other people to chime in, give you a shout out on the air. That pitch inside. So Sturr at second. Hoffman the batter. It's 1-0 to her. Nice. Dropped it in the bucket there. Nice pitch from Garvin. Count even at 1. Strike 2. Again, looking for more people to chime in on the YouTube page. Just go to the live chat. Got a nice crowd watching. Thank you for tuning in today. Game 2 of the doubleheader. That pitch. It's the one thing about Lydia Garvin's off-speed pitches. They tend to float a little too high. Kind of hard. And off speed is a lot harder than people think, give it measure to. That one fouled away. Because you got to make your arm look like you're throwing something fast, but you're taking something off. Count even at 2. Too high. Fastball high. Stir at second base. And Hoffman with a 3-2 count. Garvin. The windup in the pitch. Ground ball to third. Costa. Nice throw. Fox knocks it down. Good scoop and throw by Costa. Over to Pugh for the putout. And Pugh tossed it over to third, and Fox, who was covering the base, knocked it down and kind of bounced. So Harper Tingblad with 1 out and Gabby Stir at third, and she fouls the first pitch out of play. So Crystal and Monica are watching, looking for other people to watch, as long as with buggy rules, we know who that is. Smarty pants. That's John Stanifer, our producer here. He does that to me all the time. They always used to do that to me in hockey. I love John. Good lad. 0-1 the count to Tingblad. That pitch bounced. Griesbach pretty speedy behind the plate there with the glove. Not too many balls have gotten by the catchers today in either game. Little number foul. No, if you get a chance, watch the first inning of the Medford at Mosinee baseball game that we covered last Friday. And that young man from Medford hit the ball, just kind of a little number, and it was foul and it rolled fair. Hit the line. Oh, there goes back Kramus. Home run! Wow! Tingblad over the right field fence with a 2 RBI home run. Nicely played by Harper Tingblad. And just like that, the Vikings are back into it. A solid home run to right field. Brings in Gabby Stir. Wow. Big hit for the right fielder. It's now 5-2. That one, Brooklyn Kramus wasn't going to shoestring catch that time. That one, she knew right away it was way over her head. And Kramus is going to run off and pick up a ball. It got thrown back in from somebody. The soccer lads were playing out on the soccer field just in right field, which is over the fence. All right, after that big home run, this is McHugh with 1 out, base empty. Ground ball, Fox knocks it down in the hole. But an infield hit for McKenna Hugh. What a play, though, for Molly Fox to even get to that ball. And Ari Pugh to make sure she caught it because it was well off the mark. That was a tough play, tough throw. And an infield hit for McHugh. Top of the order now, Macy Klein. Right off the glove of Garvin. She scoops it up, gets it over to Pugh for the putout. Holy cow. We've seen so much of that stuff today. Line shots right to the pitcher. So with 2 outs and 2 in, Mackenzie Nunemacher, the batter, reached on a fielder's choice and had a single in the third. And that off-speed pitch in the turf. McHugh now at second base. Wow, that home run for Tingblad. Poof, that was quick. It didn't hang. It was just a line shot over the right field fence. Fox at short over the first, and that will end the inning. But not until a 2-run home run for Harper Tingblad closes the lead to 3 runs. We head to the top of the 5th, 5-2 Tigers. You're watching high school softball on Selesky Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on.
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
Back here at Madison Field, where they only play the best music in between at bats. Joe Anderson, John Standiford bringing you this game. Home runs galore today. We've had 3, 2 in the first game, and I believe we've had one here for sure, or 2 here in this game. One by Costa and one by Tingblad, or pardon me, one by Costa and, yes, Tingblad. Leading off will be Lydia Garvin in the 5th, and she rips a solid hit to left field. No doubt about that. You jump on the first pitch. Not too many people seem to want to chime in this afternoon and this evening on the live chat page on YouTube. Just so far, just Monica and Crystal. Right at Klein, out at 2, out at 1. Nicely done for the Viking defense. Well played, young ladies. 6-4-3 double play. Brings up Lily Griesbach with 2 outs and bases empty. Six-4-3 double play. Griesbach knocked down by Euler. And the defense rules for the Vikings here in the top of the 5th. 3 outstanding plays in the field for Holmen as they head to the bottom of the 5th, trailing by 3. You're watching high school softball on Selesky Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Jamming out to some really cool tunes here. Well, we got some changes, it looks like. We're going to be moving Ari Pugh to catcher. Let's see who's at first base. It's going to be number 1, McKenna McHugh. Oh, pardon. No. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Avery Kelmhofer is now at first base. Defensively. There it is. See if I can pick up some of the other changes. We'll know for sure. High fly ball, center field. And the catch is made by Maddie Cole as Keela Mosser flies out for out number 1.
Up to bat, third baseman, Adley.
They have put Molly Fox in left. And Fox makes the leaping catch. Made it look easy. Lillian Griesbach is at short now. So Euler flies out to Fox in left. Now we'll bring up Sydney Chihos. 0 for 2. That young lady has had a very busy day in the field, Miss Chihos. She's fielded an awful lot of balls. You can see that look on Lydia Garvin's face. She kind of grins because she knows she can't quite get that off-speed pitch to drop in the way she'd like it to. Fouled off. Thank you for tuning in tonight and this afternoon. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Popped up, and it's going to be out of play in the stands. No, they almost caught it. An older gentleman couldn't quite grab it. Everybody chuckles. Everybody's okay. 2-2 pit. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ripped to center. It's going to be extra bases for Chihos. She's going to hold up at second, so a 2-out double for Sydney Chihos. Tell you something, these young ladies from Holmen, they're playing hard.
Now batting, designated player, Gabby Sturr.
Gabby Sturr, the DP, she's had a fine game too. She's 2 for 2 with a run scored. Runner at second with 2 outs. And Sturr the batter. High for ball 1. Batting from the left side is Sturr. High fly ball, center field, Cole. Oh, Brooklyn Kramus is flashing the leather. She caught it in front of Cole. Threat ended. 5 complete. 5-2 Tigers. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Get fresh meats and cheeses every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats of Colby, open Monday through Saturday. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Call Sammy or Sue today and visit on North Central Avenue. Brock & Decker.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports Broadcast of high school softball. Vikings Tigers. And the Tigers lead here in the top of the 6th, 5-2. John Standifer, my outstanding producer. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play.
Now batting first baseman, Avery Kellenhofer.
So, John, are the microfuis going to be working for us at the end of this game? Get a chance to check them out when you have a moment. We will do an interview after the conclusion of this game this afternoon. We didn't after the first game. They've both been on the charger. That pitch inside. Kellenhofer. Count to her is 1-1. He's giving me the thumbs up, so everything should be okey finoki. Top of the 6th. Kellenhofer, Costa, Pugh due up for Marshfield. Fly ball right field. Tingblad, nice catch. There's been some interesting catches today, in right field especially. Tingblad's made some pretty good ones. Kramas had a shoestring catch. The only one she couldn't catch was the one that was 10 feet over the wall in right field. That was quite the home run for Ryan, for Harper Tingblad. Speaking of home runs, Ryan Costa with a solo home run in the 3rd, and she's got the count even to her at 1-1. She is 2 for 2. Whoa, little chin music there. Abby Hoffman in inning number 6 of work. Sun slowly setting here. Again, no lights at Madison Field. Too high, ball 3. Foul back. 3-2 to Ryan Costa. 2 RBI and a home run, and a run scored for the 3rd baseman for the Tigers. Hoffman's pitch right up the middle. Klein got her. Nice play by the shortstop. With 2 away, that brings up the number 7 hitter, Ari Pugh. Ari 0 for 2 in this game. She had, I think she was 2 for 4 in the first game. Fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. I am going to break out the pullover in between the end of this inning. I've got my one pullover on. I'm going to put the other one on too. It's fair. And Pugh grounds out. 1-2-3 inning for the Vikings. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 Tigers. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time.
Now that I got my chatting out of the way here, we have a new pitcher for Marshfield. It's number 10. That is going to be Ryan Costa. We will try to pick up the defensive changes that Coach Linsmeyer has done. We never really get told what's going on. Garvin will face Hoffman, Tengblad, and McHugh here in the 6th.
For Holmen, number 14, Allison Bainter.
Oh, we have a pinch hitter for Hoffman. It's going to be number 14, Allison Bainter. Here in the 6th. So the pitching line on Lydia Garvin was 5 innings, 6 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. 2 runs came in, and her time in the circle. And Costa now 3-1. Try to pick up some of the, and she draws a walk. So the first pitch that batter Costa sees draws the walk. So Allison Bainter at first. Costa, the pitch. Harper Tengblad on the day. A home run, a 2-run home run, and a ground out. Big cut and miss. A couple of young ladies have put the pullovers on at shortstop and at third. I know Ryan Costa is not playing at third base. That pitch, that is the first pitch that's gone way over the head of somebody today. As Bainter runs the third, or second, that is. Hey, friends, don't get too confident here. This Viking team can come back. They're only down by 3. And a swing and a miss. Full count, 3-2 to Tengblad. Ground ball to short, over to first. Didn't squeeze it. Kelmhofer couldn't keep it in the glove. Good throw from the shortstop, just didn't squeeze it. So McKenna McHugh, the batter. McHugh 1 for 2 in the afternoon. Little flare to right field. Cole will scoop it up. Now you got a runner. Oh, she was off. Wow. Boy, I'll tell you something. Harper Tengblad needs to be very thankful that she didn't get picked off at second. She overran the base. They thought they were going to send Bainter home, and she was digging for third and had to hit the brakes and go back to second. And just missed being tagged out. Bases loaded, and top of the order in Macy Klein. And she's going to drive in at least one run here. They're going to hold the runner at third. So an RBI single for Macy Klein. 5-3.
Up to bat, second baseman, Mackenzie.
Very interesting. As they used to say on Laugh-In. For those of us who are old enough to remember that show. Mackenzie Nunemacher, that is, excuse me. Miss Nunemacher, a fielder's choice, a single, and a ground out. Snap through the third, not in, everybody's back in time. Bases loaded, nobody out, and one run in for the Vikings. That leadoff walk. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Ryan Costa in relief of Lydia Garvin here in the sixth. One and two count. And that's a ServPro strikeout. Call ServPro the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. That was a big out for Marshfield. Then you got to face Kaylee Mosser, who's a pretty good hitting first baseman. She's 0 for 3. Ari Pugh doing a nice job behind the dish in place of Griesbach. 2-0 count. And Pugh knocks that one down. 3-0 now to Mosser. No place to put her. Tying run at second base. Go ahead run at first. Ball to strike. Three-one pitch. Walked her and an RBI walk for Kaylee Mosser, and it's now 5-4. As Tengblad will come in. Everybody moves up 60 feet. And now Costa chats a little bit with her shortstop. And Euler, the batter. That pitch high. Costa really struggling here in her first inning of relief for the Tigers. It's now 5-4, the tying run at third base. I told you, friends, that this Viking team, they're not going to just roll over. Two and 0, 1 out. Pugh knocks it down, keeps the ball in front. Coach Sturr is smart enough to know not to run his players out of the inning. As Costa is just struggling here. And walked in the tying run. Now we're tied at 5. Go ahead run at third base with just 1 out. Eighth batter of the inning. And the lead on the wild pitch as Klein comes in to give the Vikings the 6-5 lead. Still 1 out. First base now open. Fly ball in the infield. Nice catch for Pierce. Bottom of the 6 has been very good for the Vikings. They've brought in 4, and that pitch high. Coach Linsmeyer moving several players around defensively. They led 5-0 after 3, 5-2 after 4. And now after giving up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th, the Tigers trail the Vikings 6-5. Fouled off. Gabby Sturr. Little chopper foul. 9th batter of the inning for Holmen. Shout out to Mrs. Eskelson, one of the librarians in the district. That pitch high. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, and a full count to Gabby Sturr. Ryan Costa, the windup in the pitch, and walked. Sturr. Tenth batter of the inning. That'll bring up Allison Bainter, who started this inning off. John and I were commenting a couple innings ago how fast this game was going, and this bottom of the 6th has slowed way down. High fly ball, right field, Kramus. Missed it! 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. They're going to send Sturr home. 3 runs for Bainter. A 3 RBI double for Allison Bainter. And the wheels have fallen off the Marshfield bus. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Sturr scores all the way from first. Not sure what they're chatting about. as Coach Sturr is having a chat with the plate umpire. I don't know if they're going to talk about obstruction. I'm not sure what the conversation is about. So Coach Sturr is just making his point. Very, very gentlemanly conversation. The Vikings have just exploded here in the bottom of the sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. And now lead 9-2 with 2 outs. And Allison Bainter at second. She just slapped a 3 RBI double to right center. Now everybody's still chatting. Maddie Cole is trying to keep her hands warm out in center field. She and Brooklyn Kramus, the right fielder, and Molly Fox, the left fielder, come over and talk. Now Coach Linsmeyer is going to come out. I don't feel so bad that I had to put my other pullover on because Coach Linsmeyer was still got the shorts on, but she broke out the sweatshirt in the third inning, and now she's got the headband. I'm not sure what's going on here. The home plate umpire has now gone into the Marshfield dugout. I think we're going to have a courtesy runner or going to have a pinch runner come in for Bainter. And again, no number provided. Oh, my goodness. And we're kind of left out in the cold. No pun intended. We don't know what's going on. So now we have a meeting of the minds with the Marshfield coaches. The Marshfield pitching coach is out. He's talking to the home plate umpire. I don't know if they're talking about an illegal pitch or... This has kind of been a long, drawn-out half an inning. And the outfielders are running sprints out there to try to keep warm. Discussion's getting a little bit animated with the coaches for Marshfield now. I think that's pitching coach Danny Costa and Coach Linsmeyer talking with both umpires. And Costa getting, I don't want to say animated, but he's making a strong point. I don't know. I do not know what this is about, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not going to speculate. But Coach Costa is he's getting animated for Marshfield. Gosh, they play good music here at Madison Field. The discussion continues. I do not know what this is about. Okay, discussion is over. Now they're going to go over to the Holmen Coach Sturr and talk to him again. Does anybody know what's going on? Okay, so we're all in the same boat. Okay, Coach Linsmeyer is going to trot over, and I don't know what it is. We are all unknowing of what the call is, what the dispute is. This has been at least 10 minutes where we've had at least 10 minutes. Bainter had a 3 RBI double to make it 9-5 with 2 outs. And now we've had discussions with Holmen, Marshfield, back to Holmen, back to Marshfield. And the girls for the Tigers are throwing on their pullovers because they're getting cold. Temperatures probably dropped down to the middle 50s by now. I mean, this game was rocking and rolling, and this has been almost a 15-minute delay. It's down to 55. And Coach Costa is still making a point with the plate umpire. Feels like 37. Yeah, I can tell. Friends, if I knew what was happening, I would surely share it with you, but there is some point of concern with the Marshfield pitcher. And Coach Costa, the pitching coach, making his point. And now Becky Linsmeyer, the head coach, is coming back out to make a point. So, oh my goodness sakes. Okay, so now Abby Hoffman. Oh, I know what it is. Bainter pinch hit for Hoffman. And then what should have happened was Hoffman should have batted again because we batted around. And Hoffman didn't bat. Bainter batted again. And they didn't replace. Yeah, now I get it. Yep. But I don't know why Holmen was making a case out of it. All right. What my thinking, and I could be off my rocker, but what my thinking is to start the inning, Allison Bainter pinch hit for Abby Hoffman in the 7th spot. She got a base hit, or pardon me, she walked, ended up scoring. They batted around, and it came back to that number 7 spot again, and Bainter was a pinch hitter. She had that one at bat, and she did not report back in again. You can only get one anyway, Hoffman should have batted. Nevertheless, we move on after a 15-minute discussion. This is Harper Tingblad, and there's a pinch runner at second base. I'm not sure who it is because they have a pullover on and no number indicated for the Vikings. Needless to say, 7 runs have come in here in the bottom of the 6th for the Vikings. And Ryan Costa, in relief here in the 6th inning, has had a inning she would like to forget. Giving up 7 runs. Now heading to count 1-2. And after a 15-minute delay in 55-degree temperature with a gusty wind out of the northwest, Costa's pitch. Too high. And the Marshfield fans letting the home plate umpire hear it. McHugh, or Tengblad, that is, excuse me, the batter. 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. And down on strikes to end the bottom of the 6th. 7 come in for the Vikings. And they now lead 9-5. Come back for the top of the 7th. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Brooklyn Cremus will lead things off for the Tigers here in the top of the 7th, trailing by 4, 9-5. Working 9 to 5. Didn't think I was going to sing, did you? 7-run 6th for the Vikings. Ground ball to second. Scooped up over the first. 1 up, 1 down. Kendall Pierce with 1 away in the top of the 7th. Abby Hoffman, after a pretty rough 6 innings, here with the chance to pick up the win as her teammates brought the bats out in strength in the bottom of the 6th, gave her a 4-run cushion. And she walks Kendall Pierce.
Now batting center fielder Maddie Cole.
Maddie Cole, a walk, and they pop up to second base, 0 for 1. Strike 1. Darkness setting in, twilight here in Madison Field. Fouled off the foot of Maddie Cole. Kendall Pierce at first. And as the sun sets, the cold continues to pour in. And the wind has really picked up. It's very brisk. Foul down the left field line. Full count now for Maddie Cole. Abby Hoffman trying to close things out here for the Vikings. And calls that a strike. That's a strikeout for Hoffman. They are down to their last out. This is Lydia Garvin. Lydia, a single, a triple, and a single. She's 3 for 3 with an RBI. Ground ball into the hole to right field. Now you got runners at first and second.
Now batting left fielder Molly Fox.
Molly Fox 1 for 3 in the afternoon. And another hit to right field. They're going to send the runner. Everybody's on the move. So Molly Fox with an RBI single. Makes it 9-6. As she brings in Kendall Pierce. Oh my goodness. Griesbach 1 for 3 in the afternoon. 2 outs. Trailing by 3. Hoffman trying to get the win. Now ahead in the count 1-2, and the Tigers down to their last strike. Outside. Two and 1 to count. Griesbach awaits the pitch. Hoffman outside for a ball. Now it's 3-1. Ground ball to third, knocked down over the first, and that will do it as the Vikings come up and earn the split with the 9-6 victory over the Marshfield Tigers in Game 2. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield and Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You got those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Marshfield splits a doubleheader with the Holmen Vikings. They win the first game 10-1 and lose the nightcap 9-6. I am here with Miss Molly Fox. The reason we're interviewing Molly is she accomplished something in the first game that is quite an accomplishment. Over 200 strikeouts in her career. You're a senior, right, Molly?
No, I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to have that, reach that goal as someone that's just as young as you are?
I mean, it is pretty good. It's good to see all the hard work pay off and everything, but I mean, it just also is there to see, okay, I got to get more, and I got to get more up there, and then just keep providing for my team, too.
So what is your array of pitches that you have at your request?
I don't know. I have like around 5 pitches. So I got my fastball, changeup, two-seam, curveball, and screwball. So.
How do you throw a screwball?
You kind of just like grip it like this and then like twist in and like aim up. So yeah.
Okay. Well, this young lady is very cold, so we're gonna put her in the house and then we're gonna wrap up. So whenever you're ready, go ahead.
I'm Molly Fox and I'm in the house. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. All right. A couple of home runs in the first game for Marshfield. Home run for Avery Kelnhofer. And a two-run home run for Molly Fox, who we just interviewed. As the Tigers won the first game 10-1, took it on the chin in the second game. They led 5-2 until the bottom of the sixth when they gave up 7 runs. And that was the deciding factor for Holmen as they earned the split. In that game, the Vikings, Abby Hoffman got the win. 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and 6 runs were scored during her time in the circle. And Molly Fox, who we just talked with, if I can get my thing flipped over, it is biting out here. Oofta. The win for Molly Fox, she pitched 7 innings for Marshfield, that is. 2 hits, 3 walks, 14 strikeouts in the first game, 1 run allowed. She has 213 on her career, so it was a great job in the first game for Marshfield and a great comeback for Holmen in the second game as we have a split today at Madison Field. From a very chilly Madison Field here in Marshfield, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching, and for my outstanding producer, John Standifer, thank you very much. Final score 10-1 in Game 1, Marshfield, 9-6 Game 2 for Holmen in Game 2. We'll catch you for soccer tomorrow night here in Marshfield. Have a great one, everybody. Good night.